This is the best green bean casserole recipe that I make every year that is absolutely so good. I start by adding some green beans that I cut up into thirds into some boiling water, and I blanch those for about 5 to 6 minutes or so, and then I just take them out and strain them and put them into a nice little ice bath. While my green beans are cooling, I take one whole shallot and a handful of garlic into my immersion blender, and it's much easier than just dicing up all the veggies just because it takes so long, which is why I do this. But if you don't have one, feel free to just dice them on your own. And then once you're finished, it should look like that. And now you can get started on the mushrooms. I use shiitake mushrooms. I use about half a pound of these. And I just do the same thing and just do that over and over until I finish getting them all diced up. Then in a pan with 1 tablespoon of butter, I take all of those mushrooms and I just sweat them out just to remove any water. And I add a little bit of salt as well, just to again dehydrate them a bit. Once most of the water has fully evaporated, you can remove it from the heat. And then once you have it in a separate bowl, you can season it with a little bit of soy sauce and Who's Your Sister sauce. I use about a tablespoon of each. Set that aside while I add 1.5 tablespoons of butter to a pan and sweat out about 3/4 of my shallot and garlic mixture. That's fried up a bit, I take another 1.5 tablespoons of butter with 3 tablespoons of flour. And I just get that all mixed together just to make my roux. Then I'm going to slowly add 16 ounces of heavy whipping cream to this to make my roux all perfect and smooth, make a nice creamy bechamel sauce. I'll be adding this slowly at a time and just whisking it in piece by piece. This is my favorite part of the process. It's very relaxing to me, and it makes this the creamy sauce that it is. I like to make a lot of sauce for my green beans. I just prefer my green beans that way. If you don't want that much, then don't follow my recipe. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. And I am doing this all now on low heat. I'm going to add about a half a pound of smoked Gouda. I should have used a cheese grater, but I didn't have all of it. And then as that's slowly being melted in, I'm going to then mix in my mushroom mixture. And now you finally have your cream of mushroom sauce. And it's so delicious. I could literally drink this stuff with a straw, I swear. As for the seasonings, I use about 1 tablespoon of Who's Your Sister sauce, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and then about 3 tablespoons of the unami mushroom seasoning from Trader Joe's, and then another tablespoon and a half of garlic powder, onion powder, and just a little salt and pepper to taste if needed. I like using the unami seasoning from Trader Joe's because it has literally so much stuff in it all in one, and it's just so good and saves you a little bit of time. But I like to use a lot of cream of mushroom sauce. And if you don't want to use as much, you don't have to pour all of it in there. But then I'm going to just pour in my al dente green beans into my cream of mushroom sauce and mix them all up until they're all fully coated. Once everything is fully coated, I'll just pour it into a baking dish and then throw it in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes or so. And